Hey Christians, I'm a Muslim, so can you explain this to me? In John 5:30, Jesus says, I can do nothing by myself. If Jesus is God, how can he do nothing on his own?
I'd prefer an explanation on how you're going to quote mine half of a verse in order to try to argue that Jesus isn't God. Heck, I don't even know if it was half, right? I can do nothing on my own as I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just because I seek not my own will, but the will of him who sent me. I'd be curious if this guy even read John 5 in the context that it's in. In verse 18, some of the Jews were seeking to unalive him because not only is he breaking the Sabbath, but he's calling himself the Son of God, making himself equal with God. Jesus breaks this down on why he's not just some normal person saying he's the Son of God, but he's literally God the Son. He says, "For as the Father has raised the dead and gives them life, so also the Son gives life to whom he will." So Jesus is saying, I can raise the dead just like God the Father. It says, "For the Father judges no one, but has given all judgment to Jesus, that all may honor the Son just as they honor the Father." Why is Jesus getting the same honor as to God if he himself is not God? That would be called blasphemy. And the craziest part is that Jesus is like, hey, if you don't honor the Son with the same honor that you give the Father, then you're not actually honoring the Father, who is God, either. So why is that? Why must someone give the same glory to Jesus as they do to God if he himself is not God? So when you have the context of John 5, that Jesus is literally describing why he's equal with God, that's why he can do nothing on his own, because the Father and the Son both do everything together. And the best part is this is consistent from the beginning of the book of John. Verse 1, "In the beginning was the Word," that's Jesus, "and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, and all things were made through him, and without him was not anything that was made." Because Jesus is God. And everything that you read in the book of John about Jesus and the Father and their connection is all tied back to John 1, that they are both God.